Welcome back, everybody. This is day 2. Just to catch everyone up if you're just joining us, we are running through and we're trying to get 1,000,000 gold before the end of year 3, so our dead granddad will love us for all eternity on the cloud in heaven that he is, wherever he may be. He's probably in hell. He looked like a bit of a dodgy bastard. So beginning of day 2, so far we've earned naff all. We've got a long way to go, but we've got plenty of time to get there as well. So let's go have a look how our crops are doing. As I said, I think it's going to be day 4 or day 5. It'll actually be quite interesting to see which one it's going to be that we actually finally get all our crops ready. So the thing that we're going to be stuck doing until we've got enough iron, quartz, gold, I believe that's all we need to make the level 2 sprinklers, because you can sod using the level 1, is we're going to start every day by slowly watering all our crops. So as you can tell, this could get tedious really quickly, so one of the main goals is to get into the mines as soon as they're open. Now we do have the added challenge of, well, this does take up quite a lot of energy to do, and of course we're going to need the energy down in the mines as well. As we progress in the mines, we're going to get more copper. As we get more copper and enough money, we're going to be able to upgrade the watering can, which is going to save us time, which would give us more energy to spend more time in the mines to get more blah blah blah. It's this continuing circle where we're just going to be able to upgrade and progress. So it's an exponential growth thing. So at the moment we are absolutely bond for money. There's nothing we can do until our crops come in. When the crops come in, we're also going to need to keep some of the crops to keep our energy up while we're in the mine, so we don't need to use our energy as much. But it's fine. We'll figure that out as and when we get to it. Day 2, there's not much to do. We're going to have another pootle around town. We're just going to bump into people. We're going to see what's happening in different places. As I say, I'm not overly bothered about getting relationships going. That's something that can be done once we're absolutely loaded, and we don't need to worry about things too much. As I said before, we can buy a new backpack, but we're not going to be able to afford that right now. I'm not sure when we are going to be able to afford it, to be honest. The rip-off merchants, mind you, not 100% sure what 1 gold equates to. Gold could be a pence. It could be a pound, or for anyone in America who's watching, it still could be a pound, because this is a British playthrough. And if you want to know the dollar equation of a pound, then please Google it yourself. I'm not your mum. We're going to have a nosy around. We're going to try and get as much foraging done as well. Just pick up the bits and pieces around the place on our way. Did he die? Oh no, he's there. I can see him. We might befriend this guy. This guy, the homeless dude. Always befriend the homeless dudes. You never know what made him get there. So we'll light his fire. We'll relight his fire. It is possible. It is his only desire. Right, so this is Linus. This is Linux. Linux. Oh God, so many people are going to be annoyed by that pronunciation. So we'll say hello to him. Can we speak to him again? So he's all alone. He's got a glorious beard. Absolutely Santa Claused up in there. And he appears to be wearing a pine cone. Anyway, just maybe we'll befriend this dude we'll just look out longingly over this little river with him. Just admiring the view. Is this all you do? Just look out over here? Is this all you do? See why you're fucking homeless. I have no idea. Yes, right, we're off. We're going to go and... Hey, Tom Nook. We're going to go and see how much the backpack is. Looking for more stuff on our way. Eventually, there's going to be a cutscene here. We'll get to go in here with the little green blobby people who I never paid attention to. Which is fine. We can learn together. We'll Sesame Street up in this bitch. It's fine. So we'll have a nip in. Now, obviously, we did read that someone wants us to go down to the beach as well, so that's fine as well. Right. Spring, year 1, day 2. That's the mayor. No idea. Don't care so much to not care about. As I said, this is literally just to get the money in. I'm not bothered about making... friends with anyone. Yeah, it's going to be a while before we can get that. And that's the reason why. So, yeah, not overly bothered about making friends with people at the moment. I'd rather just get the money in. If we happen to have time and we come across people, then yeah, fair enough. We're not just going to negate it for the sake of it. We will go and say hello to people. Don't really need all of these, but we're going to keep them just for the time being. We want to be as prepared as possible. Now, at some point, we're going to be able to have a cutscene. As bad as it is, this is one of the things that actually makes me happy with some modern games. We haven't censored the fact that he's a crack addict. We're happy. Willie, he loves his crack. And it's in the game. That's fine. There's an alcoholic in this game as well. So we've got a crackhead and an alky, both in the game, chilling out. We don't care. Give us the rod. Now, one thing that I absolutely despise in all games, and I mean every single game I've ever played it in, is fishing. Can't abide by it. Not good at it. Can't do it. It's serving us no purpose in this game. We're not going for 100% completion. We're going for cash. Fishing's not going to get us anything that I'm aware of. Let me know if I'm wrong and that fishing is absolutely amazing. It will help us. But as far as I'm aware, we're not going to get anything from fishing. So I'm not going to bother with it. I just don't see the point. If you haven't played this game and you do love fishing, brilliant. Give it a go. Might be good for you. What I will do is I'll give you a brief look at the fishing mechanics. I might be doing it wrong. There might be a better way to do this. All I figured out is, you look at this, at some point it's going to go dring. When it goes dring, you hit it, and then you have to... Oh, I can't do it. You click, I think. Click, release. Maybe I'm doing it. Bastard. That's fine. It can stay there and I'll get the fish. That was a lot of effort for not much reward. So it actually worked out in our favour that time because it kind of just went to the bottom and stayed there. So we'll give it one last shot. If it doesn't show you how annoying it is, I'm wrong. Go fishing. It's brilliant. It's fun. You'll love it. It's not as awful as I make out. As I emphatically wave my hands around. Right. So we're going to click, 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 click. And I'm just bad at fishing. And no, it's bollocks. And that's why I don't like it. So moving swiftly on, we'll have a nosy about the beach. How are we doing for time? Plenty of time. There are things in this game that I do want to unlock, even though they're not going to help us. Ooh, pardon me. Even though they're not going to help us, I want this to unlock this bridge, but I think it takes 200 wood? 300 wood. So we can unlock this bridge. Doesn't really help us to get to our 1 million gold goal, but it does give us access to a few more scavenging areas, and I'm sure there's other things it's used for as well that I'm completely unaware of. At the moment, we don't have the wood for it, and we probably won't in the first month. Dependent on which way our playthrough goes, we are solely about the crops, solely about the money. We are going to have plenty of time just to mosey around. So maybe if we can find a decent supply of energy, we can just keep it going and get bits of wood here and there. But I highly doubt it, because that's boring. So we'll have to see what we can come across. Now, the one thing in this game that I always thought would be better to have, which maybe it's going to come in a free crops. Maybe it's going to come in a future edition or a future update, is once you get to a certain point, you should be able to hire people. Because maybe my interpretation's wrong, but what I understand is they're trying to rejuvenate a town, and maybe at some point we get to go in and clear up all this. I know there's a sewer key somewhere. I've never been inside. It's a solve the mystery. No, thank you. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's all about trying to rejuvenate the town and getting, you know, the big corporations out. So maybe hiring a farmhand would be wiser than, you know, me doing everything myself, because I am going to get to 1 million. Whether I make it, whether in 3 years or not, is, well, 3 years in the first year. No, it is 3 years. Yeah, whether I make 1 million in the first 3 years is to be seen. But if I could hire someone to help me out on the farm, clearing out rocks, clearing out wood, cutting down trees, even just watering my crops, even if it was at an inflated rate, surely that would give more of a feeling of helping the community than me just becoming a millionaire and sacking off the town and moving to Vegas once I'm done. Maybe it will come in a future update. Maybe everyone thinks, well, no, that's a stupid idea because we're here to do it ourselves. The idea of the game is rebuilding your life from scratch, yada, yada, yada. But I think maybe just hiring a few people would actually be a bit more fun. Starting off by yourself, and then eventually, I'm not saying you should be able to do it cheaply. I think you should maybe have to reach a few, you know, goals first, like maybe have 500,000 in the bank. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hello. I'm tutoring Vincent and Jess today. They're a handful, but it's nice to make a difference in somebody's life. What's the magnifying glass for? Bye. Yeah, if you could just remind me what I was talking about before I got so... Ooh, trash can. Open the trash can. Nope. Who are you? This is Super Saiyan. If you don't get that reference, watch some anime. I have no idea. Oh, yes, hiring hands. Yeah, if you got to 500,000 in your bank, so here, not here, maybe then it would unlock somebody that could be hired to come and help you out for, I don't know, 1,000 a day, 2,000 a day, 10,000 a day, just to go around and plant your farms. Maybe you'd have to set everything up or supply everything to them, but I just think it'd be a nice little addition to the game for the later on. 8 PM, plenty of energy. Maybe we'll do a little bit of clearing out just before we finish for tonight. We need stone. We need everything, really. The hell is that? Come back. Pidgeotto, no. Yeah, sack it off. desperately need to get the backpack expansion. This is ridiculous trying to do things with such limited space. That can go to the fuck off pile. As I say, let me know if there is actual proper use for it, because at the moment I don't see one, except to make me rage. And it does, because I can't do it. I'm not bad at video games per se, but fishing minigames just anger me so much. And I'm not saying this should be taken out of all games, because people are welcome to their delusional opinions that they belong in things like this. But when they're that frustrating, I don't know. It just makes you think, if someone's actually taken the time to make a modification for the game to make it easier, perhaps there's something wrong with it. But anyway, it's something that, unless you let me know. Weather report. Basically, we should be checking this every day, because we should be planning around what this says. We should be hoping for rain every damn day, so we don't have to do the watering. So that's absolutely amazing. Tomorrow we get a nice easy day of pootling around town, acting like idiots. So once again, thank you everybody for joining us, and we'll see you next time.